They gonna see me doing this right here.
No, they won't, because this wine about to warn you up. Matter of fact, we got your wine.
There it is.
Martel home.
What's up?
I didn't know you was in the wine business.
Like, how you gonna come to this TV show? I know I was doing my thing, and you doing your thing, but you wanna crucify me on this show. Well, you know you was doing the same fucking thing.
Well, see, I think that's where people get it in, that it was on stage for television. Like, y'all knew y'all had a bad marriage. You knew you were both cheating, but you were
I didn't know she was cheating. Just the only thing I did was suck her dick.
So how long has it been since you sucked somebody's dick?
3+ years ago.
3 years ago.
3+ years
so
ago.
fake and staged
that's
and
pretty heavy.
I'm like,
And then she kissed you.
shut up, Josh. No.
Ariana did tell me. She was just like, Melanie came over my house. My mom was there,
Well, Arian, tell us what you do with your mouth, Martel.
Why would a wife be over there talking with a, and no offense to Arian, with a side bitch? Like, what?
Arian with no side bitch. That was my other woman.
Okay, y'all, let's see what they're saying over here. This is Unwind with Tasha Tay. I'm going down tonight. Martel, host of Love and Marriage Huntsville, is breaking his silence on his marriage and lying all the way through with Melody Cherie, his other woman. He's still not calling her his woman, y'all. Arian is always the other woman, y'all. When he met her, she was the other woman, and she still is the other woman. Cheating, scandals, and more. Streaming tonight on Tasha K. T-Talk with the girl. If that's his other woman, why if he won't go on about his business? And I agree with you, T-Talk. Yeah, Martel, she made a fool out of him. Now, y'all, he just got this communication harassment charge on him. Wouldn't this be a form of communication harassment still? What he's saying about her, slandering her name, calling her sluts and stuff all on the internet. He's still slandering this woman. And Arian, you're a fool. He threw you under the bus. He's told her that you just went through his phone and got those RP screenshots. That's what he said, Arian. Yeah. He said you went through the phone and got it. So that he's trying to say that, okay, he didn't have nothing to do with it. If any of this should come out, that's what he gonna tell the judge in court. It was Arian. She went through my phone. And she got the RP tape and the RP what have you. It is Arian. That's what he said, y'all.
Personal feelings because of the attacks that I receive. The show as a whole, whenever you have him, his, I don't know what I should call a significant
Bad bug. Bad bug. Bad bug. Bad bug.
Talking about and sharing, I knew y'all wouldn't do it for me. Talking about and sharing information pertaining to scenes, I still remember when you came into Huntsville last season and met with us, and it was blasted by, and it had to come from him, and it was Carlos is here, and now my name came up, and I was felt I'm too disrespectful. It's just a lie, and at some point, when do you start making people take accountability for their role?
That's right, Melody. That's right.
Because people can say all day that, like, the millimeters do this, the millimeters do that. When people would stop doing things, the millimeters would not nothing to be commented over. And so what did make the show, the reunion, I don't think, because I still gotta watch part 3, but I don't think it because I ain't seen it in the clip, was so many people on that stage came for the millimeters. I'm sure you remember that part.
What?
And I stood up for the millimeters. And I was
Yeah,
like,
they
hold
did.
up, y'all ain't about to put every, let
Yes,
me get
they
that right
did.
exact
I
word since y'all all in the building together. I said, y'all ain't about to put everything on the millimeters. I said, let me tell y'all something. Did y'all forget how the millimeters came about? The millimeters came about because every one of y'all got on this stage right now, started attacking me as a unit. And I said, so women said, she's not about to stand by herself. We gonna back her. We got her back since y'all coming for her. Like, let's not, did I say it?
You did. The
Just like
millimeters was on top of your conversation.
Yes, I did. And one of the cast members, she sat there and said, no, I don't feel like everybody was attacking you. And I said, you're a fool if you want to sit there like you can see everybody attacking me. That's another story. You remember that part too? I do. And so, you know, I just feel that what I desire to see, I do feel like this season was lighter, so kudos to you. I feel like you worked hard to make sure it was a lighter season. Did y'all feel like it was lighter this season?
The best reunion. It was I loved it. It was funny.
Yeah.
So, this is by Urban Bell. This is a melody, I believe. Anytime you have to go through with making such a tough decision that you know that it impacts your children as well. That's always tough. But I think there had been so many transgressions. One after another, you guys. One after the other, after the other, after the other. And no matter how many times I sat back at times and tried to keep my mouth closed and say it over again, and no matter how many times I sat back at times and tried to keep my mouth closed and see, you think if I don't say nothing, it will die down. That's what I'm thinking. It's going to die down. Just keep quiet. I'm thinking they'll leave me alone. Leave me alone. Just please leave me alone. But I also have a breaking point too, where I'm like, okay now, they ain't leaving me alone. Then she added, when I made that decision, it was back in August of last year, talking about the file for the RP, y'all. I actually pulled Lauren in, and I said, I gotta do it. I gotta do this, Lauren. And I need somebody. Lauren, I need somebody to be here with me. Lauren, I need somebody to be here with me to make sure I do what I know I need to do, Lauren. Thanks for being here for me. Man, this is tough. It's tough. It's always tough when you got children involved.
That's always tough.
Talk about
But I think
Martel
there
and
had
the
been
RP
just so many transgressions, one after the other, after the other, after the other. And no matter how many times I sat back at times and tried to keep my mouth closed and see, you think if I don't say nothing, it'll die down. They'll leave me alone. Just please leave me alone. But I also have a breaking point too, where I'm like, okay, they ain't leaving me the hell alone. And so I did say that. And so, when I made that decision, it was back in August, September of last year, we're in 2023. I actually flew Lauren in and I said, I gotta go do this, and I need somebody to be here with me to make sure I do what I know I need to do. So she was like, all right, I'm on my way. And she flew in and drove me, because I've never gone and had to, sign for a warrant, press charges, do any of that. So I didn't even really know where to begin. I was just hitting places. She drove me to those places, gave, the strength of her, my mom, my team. They knew what I was doing in the moment. And when the magistrate said, when I showed him the evidence and he was like, do you want a warrant? I said, yes, I do. He said, all right, I'm about to go get your warrant. That was August. Somebody said should have did it for both of them. Let me tell you why that part for that doesn't work for both parties, because it's based on legally wise is another piece, but the lawsuit wise is another piece. The warrant, the direct piece has to come from exactly from that person. So the source, right? And so after that, when I filed it and said sign it and it was signed, I'll be honest with y'all, my attorney said to me, hey, listen, you know his address. All we got to do is get a PI, make the call, and tell him when he's home, they can go pick him up. Me being me, I said I believe in divine timing. I'm not doing all of that. Now, I've done my step. I'm going to let God do the other one whenever he says so. So I sat around all those months wondering, I know it's out there though, but they flying and stuff, but I don't know, but it's out there. And lo and behold, Carlos, after talking to you about prayer and letting God show you, and it wasn't me, I didn't make a call. If you have a warrant and you go to certain places trying to get certain things, that pops up. And that's what happened.
Melody said she's tired of people like Martel deflecting to her fan base. This by Irvin Bell, you guys. And that's exactly what he do on Tasha K, you guys. Y'all know he had that interview with Tasha K, but isn't that still a form of communication, harassment? Is that still the same thing that he doing on Tasha K? I'm just wondering, why would you just get out of the slammer for that very communication harassment problem and go and go do the very same thing? Get straight out of the popo, out of the slammer, and go do the very same thing that you was accused of. Go to Tasha K and slander this woman's name around. And at some point, when do you start making people take accountability, Carlos, for their wrong? People can say all day the millimeters do this, the millimeters do that. Well, if people would stop doing things, the millimeter wouldn't have anything to be coming at them for. That's right, y'all. So she did press charges against Martel Hope, and she confirms that she was the one behind it. She did her job. And Bedbug, you next. Right, Black Inventors, Black Excellent. This is by, let's see who this is by, y'all. Association of Multicultural.
Gerhard Sessler developed the mic, officially known as the electroacoustic transducer electric microphone. That's a mouthful. They received a patent for it in 1962. The device is used in most telephones, tape recorders, and other important devices. Another living legend, Kenneth J. Dunkley, is currently the president of the Hollow Space Laboratories Incorporated in Pennsylvania. He is best known for inventing three-dimensional viewing glasses, also known as 3D. His patented invention displays 3D effects from regular 2D photos without any type of lenses, mirrors, or optical elements. By studying human vision, Dunkley discovered that blocking 2 points in a person's peripheral vision will cause an ordinary picture to appear three-dimensional. Inventor George Edward Alcorn has an impressive resume. Among his credits, the African-American inventor received a bachelor's in physics, a master's degree in nuclear physics, and a PhD in atomic and molecular physics. Despite such impressive credentials, Alcorn is probably most famous for his innovation of the imaging X-ray spectrometer, a device that helps scientists better understand what materials are composed of when they cannot be broken down. Born and raised in Monroe, Louisiana, the young Betty Harris was interested in chemistry. At college, she obtained a bachelor's degree in chemistry from Southern University and an MS degree in chemistry from Atlanta University. As a research chemist, Betty Harris worked in the areas of hazardous waste treatment and environmental restoration facilities contaminated with energetic materials such as propellants and gun propellants and explosives. She eventually became a noted expert in the chemistry of explosives. Through her research, Harris obtained a patent for her invention for a spot test for identifying explosives in a field environment. Imagine with me for a moment. Imagine living in a world ranging from hazy, clouded vision to that of total darkness for 30 years. Before 1985, that was the plight of those with cataracts who did not want to risk surgery with a mechanical grinder, popular in the day. Now imagine sitting in a doctor's office without being able to see her as she explains to you that it may be possible to restore your vision. Dr. Patricia Bath has dedicated her life to the treatment and prevention of visual impairments. Her personal belief is that everyone has the right to sight, and that led to her invention in 1985 of a specialized tool and procedure for the removal of cataracts called the laser phaco probe. The laser phaco probe has increased the accuracy and results of cataract surgery, which had previously been performed manually with a mechanical grinder. The difference between the old method and the new invention was the difference between the use of highly accurate laser technology versus the somewhat subjective accuracy of a mechanical device. Did you ever think of what it might be?
So, you guys, that's it. Black inventor of the 20th and 21st century. You guys check them out. Association of Multicultural. This is Black Titanic. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. And thank you guys for everything. I want to know that everything on this channel is allegedly for educational, entertainment purposes, and just my opinion and fair use. Thank you guys for everything that you do for me.